It's f***ing so cold in my studio. Feels like winter. This sucks. Look at that, you're in focus. Beautiful piece of shit. Hi guys, it's Rihanna. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be testing out the Celestial Thunder palette that we got in the BoxyCharm. So if you are unfamiliar with my BoxyCharm unboxing, I will link it up in the eye for you guys. But to get into the palette, this is what the palette looks like. So we got this really gorgeous palette from the brand Dominique Cosmetics, and it retails for, I believe it was 35 USD. So for an 8-pound palette, it really depends on how the eyeshadow works. For me, I have palettes that were only like $20 that are amazing and definitely worth the money, and then I have palettes that were like $80 that were definitely worth the money, and then also I have palettes that were worth $35 and are not worth the money. So it really depends on how the eyeshadow works. So I don't know if this palette is going to be expensive or not for the quality. We are going to test that out today. I'm very excited. I did swatch this palette in my BoxyCharm video, so I'm not going to swatch it again. You guys can go check out that video if you are interested in seeing swatches. But as for this palette, I think it's really, really gorgeous. I was freaking out about these colors right here, the shimmers, because they are super gorgeous and they all have kind of like a reflect to them. So the color Fireball, for example, this one right here is an orange shade, but when you catch it in the light, it has like pink inside it, and it's really, really gorgeous, and I'm very excited to try this out. So I don't really know anything about the brand Dominique Cosmetics. We've only ever gotten one other thing from this brand, which was a lip gloss that I never used because I don't like lip gloss. So I'm interested to see how the shadows work and if I'm going to like them or not. So let's just jump into the video. Alright, so I am going to do my normal routine of putting concealer on my eyes and my primer. So I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star concealer in the shade C2. And then I'm going to be going in using the No Problem Primer Essence and just put this all over my face. That's my primer. So if you are new to my channel, I like to do my face second. So I do my eyeshadow first and my base second because I don't like the idea of having a crap ton of fallout mixed into my foundation. So I am doing the eyes first. So I'm really excited for this palette because it is really, really pretty, and we got it in our BoxyCharm, and it's finally a palette that I actually like from BoxyCharm. So I'm really interested to see what the shadows are like and how to use it. So let's go in and just create a fun look. So I really want to use that Fireball color. So I think the first color that I'm going to go into is going to be Lunar Eclipse, which is the orange shade right here. I'm going to put that all into my crease. So when I go into the shadows, there is kick up. So you can see there is kick up when I touch it. So I am going to tap it off and then just go starting on the outer corner and working my way through my crease. So just from the first touch in this palette, it's not that pigmented. I was expecting a little bit more pigment, so I'm not going to tap it off this time, and I'm going to start it on the outer corner and sweep it across and see if we get a better pigmentation from that. So far it is very pigmented. The second time that I went in with the product, it definitely went on a lot better, and it blends out fairly nicely. So far I'm not really having any issues. So I'm going to go in with the next color. I'm going to go in using a tapered brush. So I'm going to go in using, where is my brush? Luxie Mini Angled 131 brush, and I'm going to go into the color Lucid Dream, which is the hot pink there, and I'm going to put that all into my crease as well. So it is the same fallout as the orange, so I'm going to put that right in on the crease, just a little bit lower than where we put the first color, and just keep it in this area. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit on my blender brush, and I'm just going to blend that into the orange a little bit more. So that blended together fairly nicely. So I'm gonna go in with my Jeffree Star concealer on a concealer brush, and I am just going to carve out my crease. So because I have hooded eyes, my cut creases look a little bit different than other people's, and they're not always the cleanest, but now I'm just going in with that pink color again, and I'm just going to fix where the concealer has gone a little bit too high. I'm really not the best when it comes to cut creases, so bear with me. Now, what do we want to do? I'm gonna wait for it to dry. Now I think I want to go in on the inner corner and the outer corner with, I think I want to go in with that hot pink color, or do I want to go with the orange color? I think I want to go in with the orange color. So I am going to take a smaller brush. So I'm going to go in with a tapered small brush, the Lexi Mini Round Brush, and I'm going to go into that Lunar Eclipse color again. And I'm going to put that right on the inner corner and flick it up a little bit into the crease. And then on the outer corner, I think I'm gonna go into Storm Dust. So it's similar to the orange color, but it's just a little bit darker. So I'm gonna go in with that color on the tapered brush that we used for the pink. I'm gonna go in with Storm Dust, and I'm gonna put that on the outer corner. And I'm gonna mix a little bit of Lunar Eclipse into it. And now on that same brush that I was just using, I'm gonna go back into Lucid Dream, and I'm just going to re-intensify the pink in the crease. My dog is in the hallway snoring so loud right now. To be a life of a dog. All right, so now it is time to see if these crazy, really cool reflective colors work. So I'm gonna go in with the color Fireball, and I'm gonna put that all into the space where we don't have any shadows. So I'm going to try and see if this will work. So I'm gonna coat my brush in the all-nighter setting spray, and then I'm gonna go directly into the shadow, and then I'm gonna go back into the all-nighter setting spray and coat it again. And then I'm gonna go directly onto the center. Holy crap, the way that it's like reflecting in person from my lights, it looks so cool. It's like half pink, half orange right now, just as I move my head. I don't know if you guys are really seeing it on the camera, but in person, it's super reflective and really pretty. Wow, that is really, really pretty. And it went on pretty good with the brush, just using my brush wet. But I am really, really liking this. So far, I'm very impressed with this palette. It works very well. I didn't really watch reviews on it before I did the video because I didn't want to be swayed in thinking that this palette was gonna suck or if this palette was gonna be good or not. I kind of just wanted to base my own opinion off of just like what I see. And so far, it looks really, really pretty. It's blended really well. I think the colors are really gorgeous. I'm loving the fact that you can actually see the reflect in person as I move my head from like all my lights that are set up. It's like actually reflecting the pink and the orange, and it's just really, really cool. It's a really cool shade. So I'm gonna quickly go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, this side of my eye, and like my foundation and stuff, because I'm not using any new products today. So I will be back to talk to you guys about the palette and finish up the under eyes with you. So be right back. Okay, so now that I have my full face of makeup on, I am going to do the under eyes with you guys. So we're gonna go in using the tapered brush, and we're gonna go into the color. Let's keep it fairly the same. So let's go into that Lucid Dream color, so that really gorgeous pink, and we're gonna sweep that underneath the waterline. Just for fun, we're gonna go into the lunar color, and we're gonna pop that right on the center and sweep it across, just so we kind of mimic the same thing on the top and the bottom. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I think that's really pretty. And then on the inner corner, I wanna go in with that Eternal Light color. So it's a really gorgeous highlight color. It's this one right here. And I'm gonna put that right on the inner corner. It is such a pretty highlight color, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit on my brow bone. So because it is kind of glittery, I'm gonna go into Ice Cold and just put that over top. Doing the same thing on the other eye. Just going in with Eternal Light. And then Ice Cold. I'm just gonna pop a little bit of Ice Cold on the center or the inner eye. This is such a pretty look. So I'm gonna quickly go do some mascara and a little bit of waterliner, and I'll be right back. All right, so this is the finished look once it is all put together. I think it looks really cool. I paired this look off using my diamond color from the Blue Blood collection, the mini lips that I have, and I haven't actually worn this color before, so I wanted to give it a try, and it looks really pretty. On my camera right now, it's a little bit like in normal lighting, I guess. Here's a little bit more normal lighting. It's a lot darker in person than it is on my camera right now because it's showing off as very, very light, but that's okay. I think it looks really cool I keep saying paired with this really pretty pink chrome orange kind of moment we got going on. So to talk about the palette, I think the palette worked really, really well. I think the colors blended really nicely. I love the chrome pigment, the reflect of orange to pink to whatever. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm very impressed with this palette so far, so for $35, I'm not displeased at all. I would probably purchase this again. If I hadn't gotten the BoxyCharm, I would have definitely purchased it. But I don't believe that you can get this exact palette on the Dominique Cosmetics site. I believe she has an actual big palette. Is the Celestial, it's not the Thunder because this is the miniature version of it. It's a Celestial palette, and I'll have to put the full name right here. I can't remember off the top of my head what the full one is called, but it is basically you get all of these shades, but you get more, you get extended. I think it's like 47 USD or something. So you can't actually get this one unless somebody is selling their palette from their BoxyCharm or you are with BoxyCharm. When you go onto the BoxyCharm website, it'll say buy from the brand, and you can click it and it'll take you to Dominique Cosmetics website, and then it'll have like the big one. So I definitely think this is a really gorgeous palette. I think it's really aesthetically pleasing. I like the fact that the oranges are paired with the oranges. In the bigger one, I'll post a picture right here so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. It has extended colors that I really want to pick up, and I think I might actually splurge and purchase the big one myself because I really, really liked how these shadows worked. So far, I think this look looks really great. It's a really, really pretty kind of sunset orange kind of color, and then paired with my blue lipstick, just whatever. But I'm definitely very, very pleased with this. So going off of my hype from my BoxyCharm video, I am extremely happy with BoxyCharm this month. So the November box was really, really great, and I honestly have nothing bad to say about this palette. It worked really well. It's awesome. Highly recommend picking up the big one if you guys are interested in this palette. But that was everything that I'm going to be talking about in this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you guys did enjoy it. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below to join my little Twisted fam. That's what you guys are. You guys are the Twisted fam. I hope you guys do decide to stick around and check out my other videos. It would mean a lot to me. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye!